Damn, what can I say? I guess we're going to be all shouting out free Kodak, free Sideshow Bob looking, Simpson looking dude. But listen, before everyone gets on the whole free this guy, free that guy, free Kodak, free Black Dak, all this business, let's talk turkey on this one. Let the YB, let the Trap Don bring you, man, some peace to this situation. Because what can I say? Your boy Sideshow Bob, your boy Kodak Simpson, he's been taking. This dude is the biggest he's a walking, self-inflicting L. I've heard people say, Adam 22, oh, free Kodak, all this kind of business. At some point, people must take responsibility for their actions. And this dude, Kodak was doing, I'm all for doing street things. If you feel compelled, actually, tell a lie, that's a lie. I don't rate street things at all. This man's a millionaire. Kodak Black had made it out. Yeah? When you make it out of the trap, what are you doing? Still shooting up houses and all this stupidness. Don't make no sense. Just quickly, for those of you who don't know, let me give you the background. Essentially, Kodak Whack, Kodak Simpson, Kodak Sideshow Bob has been sentenced to 4 years for this particular crime. Kodak Black illegally, he actually, funnily enough, he actually legally bought a gun. He went to a legal gun store and bought a gun. However, he filled in the forms with a false name. Then, my man takes that somewhat legally acquired gun and shoots up a rival rapper's house personally. Does it himself. But not only that, the stupidness don't end there. Then my man, with his illegally purchased or legally, semi-illegally purchased gun, he leaves the weapon there. He shoots my man's house up, he shoots the op's house up, and then leaves the weapon there and drives off. And obviously, he's got his prints on the gun and all whole load of madness. The man's not thinking straight whatsoever. Not thinking straight whatsoever. Who does that? Where do they do that at? I don't understand it at all. Listen, I guess what I think happened is, Kodak, being that stupid ass goofy looking dude he is, he thought, well man, well, I put a fake name on the application. Because he put a fake name on the application, he thought, you know what, I can shoot anyone with this gun and just leave it at the scene, and they're gonna not know who it's registered to. And to be fair, he might have got away with that if he didn't have his fingerprints on the gun. And that just sums it up for me. If you're that stupid to have fingerprints on a gun, if you're that stupid to be a millionaire and be shooting up any house, then you deserve to be in jail. So I don't want to hear nothing about free Kodak. A lot of these dons that you man be saying free this guy, free that guy, a lot of them dons need to be where they are. A lot of them dons who, oh man, free this guy, free that guy. A lot of them people you man be shouting free this one, free that one, they're where they need to be. They're a danger to the public. If you're a millionaire, yeah, and still, even though you're a millionaire, even though you should be doing a whole load of other things, but still, you take it upon yourself to make it a priority to be shooting up some rival rapper. Over what? That tells me you don't need to be in society. You're dangerous. Yeah? You've got millions of dollars. Go and spend them. What are you doing shooting up an op? Yeah? I don't understand it at all. And Kodak's not well. He's not thinking straight. And that for me, the best thing for these men who ain't thinking straight, yeah, is jail. Go and sit down. And if 4 years ain't long enough, give them another 5 until they get it. Eventually they will mature, because you hear about, and I actually feel sorry for some of these older dons. Sometimes you hear about men who have been there 20, 25 years, and they say, listen, I get it now. After 25 years I finally get it. And that's what sometimes it takes. But unfortunately, I don't know what, like as an example, some people, when they first start making big money, it makes them realise, you know what, this street life ain't the answer. I'm making my money away from the street. Let me get out. But some of these people like Kodak just ain't getting it. Millions of dollars, loads of fame, women, the whole lot, and still don't get it. Trying to shoot an op up. What are you doing? I mean, this is what I don't understand as well. I thought Kodak's meant to be, I thought Kodak's meant to have a squad, meaning that why is he personally going around doing shootings for? Where's his team at? This reminds me of the 6ix9ine situation, meaning that what are the OGs saying around Kodak? Where are his OGs at? In fact, scrap the OGs, where are his boys at? If Kodak was my boy, I'd be telling this, Kodak, pass me the ting. I'd take the ting and I'd go and bury it somewhere. That's what I'd be doing. His people, they're as stupid as him. They need to be in jail as much as he does. Yeah? Because who is Kodak's driver? Yeah? If I was Kodak's driver, I'd be telling him, listen, boss man. I'm not driving you to no drive-by. I'm not driving you to no shoot-up. I'm driving your sorry ass back to the studio. You've got tracks to make. We've got dollars to count. We ain't got time to be shooting no op-up. That's what we haven't got time to be doing. And I'm thinking, not only should his team be encouraging him not to do these things, or alternatively, they should be offering them to do it for him. Does that make sense? They should be saying to him, you know what, Kodak, you're the money maker. Same as 6ix9ine. They should have been saying to 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, you're a money maker. You stay in the studio, I'll go and do the ting. Instead, you got Kodak running around the place doing the op himself. Madness. But then again, maybe the OGs did tell him. Maybe that's why Kodak was doing it himself. Because they didn't want to do it for him, and they weren't encouraging it. So Kodak thought, you know what? I'll go and handle the business myself, and to an extent, I respect that. That said, you've done the crime now, and you must repent. You must go and do the time. And to be fair to Kodak, he's doing that. I'm not sure if he went willingly or not, but he's there now, and for that crime. I'm sorry, people saying free Kodak. You can't be in any day and age. You can't be going around shooting up anyone's house. I don't care if they're an op. Yeah, you could have killed someone. Someone's daughter could have been in that house. Someone's child could have been in that house. Innocent people could have been about. It's just stupid, man. It's proper. And the fact that people say free Kodak, you man, trust me, if it was your family in the vicinity of being shot up, you wouldn't be saying free Kodak. You'd be saying keep that idiot away from my kids and my family. It's not good behaviour. This isn't like a little trivial thing. It's really not. You can't be going around, and it worries me, you know. It worries me, the attitude of some of these people. I'm thinking, if a millionaire with loads of fame, all the cars, all the women, is thinking about shooting up at Op's house, what are these broke people thinking? In my way of thinking, I think, well, I understand why broke people do it, because they've got nothing to live for as such. They haven't got other things to be doing. That's all their life revolves around, is the streets. But this man's meant to be out of the streets, and all he wants to do is go back. But like I said, for me, the best place for him is the pen. Yeah, keep him locked. I don't want him nowhere near my family. That's for sure. All you man shouting free Kodak. I tell you what, let Kodak be shooting up all the houses around your yard, around your area. I don't want him near mine. That's what needs to happen. And trust me, all them free Kodaks will see how quickly you man change when he's coming around your door to cause trouble. Anyway, let me switch back to this quickly as well, because I skimmed over it, but I still can't understand how we got into this situation in the first place, because, as I pointed out, it starts off with Kodak Simpson, aka Kodak Sideshow Bob. It starts off with him legally going to the gun store and putting down false information. It's like a false name or whatever. If you're going to buy a gun, and you know you're going to use it, why didn't you buy the gun on the black market? Meaning, I thought the whole reason Kodak was doing these shootings was because he was involved in the street life. The only reason I could think of why you'd go to a store to buy a gun is if you don't have any links in the street. So is Kodak really that connected? It seems like he's not, because if you're going to do an op here, if you're going to do a operation, if you're going to go shoot an op, why would you take a gun that you've just registered? It don't make no sense to me. Surely your team should have some firearms, or surely you should have some access to some black market firearms. Then you can get the thing, no one knows you've got it because it's unregistered, and then you can let it go off and leave it there, and then no one knows whose it was because you've acquired it but via a third party. There's no paper trace. This guy ain't thinking straight. He's stupid, man. And that's another thing. Not only is he dangerous, and that tells me he needs to be off the street, also, this nigga's stupid. There's two ways that the YB, there's two ways the trap don wants you in jail. If you are dangerous, you must be in jail. If you are stupid, you must be in jail. And unfortunately for Kodak, he's got double whammy here. He's stupid and dangerous. And that's what we've got here. He needs to be in jail for doubly as long, because this guy ain't thinking a bit. He's stupid on multiple levels. Not only is he stupid because he's a millionaire and he's doing these things, he's also stupid for buying a gun in a legal store. And you got to remember, when you buy a gun in these illegal stores, they've all got CCTV, so even if you lie on the documents, they can trace back that particular gun to where it was sold. So he, not only the fingerprints caught him lacking, the whole paper trail. These people, anytime you go in a store and you buy a gun, you're going to be recorded. And that's another thing which tells me this man ain't all there. He's not thinking straight, man. If you're going to do an operation like that, you must buy them off a third party. In fact, I shouldn't even be passing these man game, because they need to be caught. He needs to be in jail. That's what he needs to be doing. He don't need to be on the street causing more madness. I'm glad he's a stupid criminal, because I'd hate for him to get away with things, because God knows the more he's on the street, the more dangerous he is to everyone else. Simple as that. Because, and I'll end the video here, the other thing I didn't understand though, he bought the gun, and this part of me, I'll end on this part, I'll end on the conspiracy part, but part of me thought that maybe this was all a psyop, or maybe this whole situation isn't real, because I can't believe someone's that stupid. Kodak, he's meant to be street smart. Do we really believe that he bought a gun and he left it at the scene? Why would you leave a gun at the scene for, with your fingerprints on? Really? That got me thinking that maybe this whole stuff, and there's something missing here. It sounds like an industry plant job. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments, but something ain't adding up for me. He buys a gun and he leaves it there. Why would you ever leave the weapon there for? Surely, if you went and done the thing, you'd take the gun and you'd throw it in the nearest lake, or ideally not in the nearest lake. You could bury it somewhere miles away from the op, or you'd throw it in the water somewhere miles away from the op. Why would you leave it at the scene for? I don't understand that at all. That there's the only evidence they've got against you, is that gun, and you left it there. I'm sorry. Something ain't adding up here, but maybe one of you lot can explain why it makes sense. Maybe he didn't want to be caught with it on the way from the op, but that don't make no sense. Either way, I'm confused, but all I know is 4 years ain't that long, but this man needs to fix up sharply, yeah? Kodak Simpson needs to fix up expeditiously, as T Creepy Eye, as T Pervy Eye would like to say, yeah? Kodak must fix up expeditiously, yeah? I can't even say it. Expeditiously, man. That's what he needs to be doing, because if he carries on down this route, it won't be 4 years next time, it will be 40. He's lucky he didn't catch one of his ops properly, because if he had, he'd be on a murder charge now. And this is how these things always end in tears. Yeah, it's going to end up Kodak either down for 40 years, or one of these ops which he missed, because this man that he shot the op's house up, and he didn't kill the man. So all we know now, when Kodak gets out of jail in 4 years, we'll be saying rest in peace Kodak, because this op who he missed might come back and get him. Does that make sense? It's all a big circle of foolishness. And it's not helping anyone at all. This whole culture, and this is what I don't like about the hip-hop culture. This whole culture of, yeah, man, I'm a real one. I'm a real nigga. I'm a street. This whole street culture, it's toxic, man. It don't add value to no one. You've got this young, successful brother, and all he wants to do is be in the streets doing stupidness. I just don't get it. I can't understand it. Maybe some roadman out there can explain the logic to me. How is this man's got millions of dollars, the finest women, can do anything, but what he wants to do is shoot an ops yard up and go to jail. I can't fathom that for the life of me. I just don't get the appeal in it. If you want to shoot guns, sign up to the army. No word of a lie. Go to Iraq, go to Afghanistan, and see how fun it really is if you want to shoot guns. Yeah? Simple as that. If you want to, and all you roadman who think it's fun to let the thing off, go to Iraq, go to Afghanistan, and them ISIL dons will let you know how fun it really is. Yeah? Anyone can let the thing off when you're the one shooting. Let the other man have one as well, and let's see how fun it is when it's 50-50. Anyway, Kodak's where he needs to be. I don't want to hear no more about free him, free this. He's where he's locked up good and proper. Yeah? Keep him away from my family. Thank you very much. Anyway, hit the like button on your way out, let me know your thoughts, and subscribe.